Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All day. All day.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Defense.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it, the tight end Jeff Heuerman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Man, I got you.
Go.
Mike, check.
Hey, exit.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Fire.
He'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Check 59. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Motion, 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 motion. Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow.
Yeah.
To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
This is taken at the 3. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Hey, Alpha.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Evans. Oh, look at that. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Argelati.
On first down, Mahomes. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Push him back. Push him back.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
61, matchbox, right. Look at me. Go.
First and 10. Watch out. SOS.
Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
18 Gator.
6 man.
Go on. Get it.
On second down now, Dobbins looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Break.
58, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school.
Yeah.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Watch the run.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Pick it up.
Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Second and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 1:50 to go here in the first half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes gets this one to Joshua Perkins, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Hey, Sam off. Be careful.
They go play action here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the curl.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, as the first half is winding down. The Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people
under pressure, and they got to him again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hard. He's heavy on the edges. Stick guy. Check stick guy.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to walk one. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Squeeze.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Hey, 43, 15. 34.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 9-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Adam Gotsis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
They're on the 36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, do.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Check, 47. It's a party now.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught inside the 20. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Williams looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
Here's Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Get it ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Evans. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Fresno. Hey, check 24.
2nd and 6. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
51, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Check Mike.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Ready, ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go out.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Alert 3. He's
Two draw quarters.
Crash.
Smooth. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
61, matchbox, lights. Yo, go. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Stand.
Twist. Shit. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.